Hello, hello. I am having some technical difficulties trying to get back on this broadcast. But anyway, we're here. How are you guys? I missed you guys. Last week I couldn't be on due to surgery for my hand. Look, it's unwrapped now, but you see my war wound. I have a war wound. Anyway, so I'm getting prepared for my next one on this week and just excited about what God is doing so that I can be a better stylist and have the hands that I know that can perform miracles for people hair. So I just thank everybody, first of all, for all of the prayers that went forward for me. All those that have checked on me, I appreciate you guys. I love you guys. I thank you all for being there for me during this process. Again, I wasn't able to be on here last week, like I said, because due to having a surgery done for carpal tunnel, that's it's kind of common around hairstylists, other hairstylists I know that had to have the same surgery. Some that haven't had the same surgery, haven't had the surgery, excuse me, but need to take the time to get it done because it does affect our performance when we do hair. So I just appreciate God allowing me to be able to do that. So okay, today, got my eye, y'all. Excuse me. I think this lights is just hot in here with these lights. So anyway, today we're going to be talking about bad hair day. Okay, so we're going to get ready to talk about what is a bad haircut. We all know that and seen a bad haircut, and no, it does not look good. It does not reveal who you are, and as far as your personality, because your hairstyle will give you personality as well too. Because you notice, if y'all notice, I got my hair braided up. I had to get it braided up. Let me give a shout out to Tyranny Black. She is one of the young ladies that I associate with at my church, and I just like the fact that she knows how to braid very well and very quick. Tyranny Black, thank you. I appreciate you. I love you for these braids because they have been a blessing for me and have kept me not walking around looking crazy during my recovery time. Because I'm the type of person, I don't want to look crazy in the operating room. I don't want to look crazy in recovery. I need my lashes on. I need my eyebrows did, and I need my hair did. So I thank you for that, Tyranny, for doing this for me, and I appreciate you. So anyone that wants to get micro braids, let me see what else kind of braids she does. She does box braids. She does feed. I think she does the feed braids. She does a lot of different braids. And if you want to get with her, I definitely will give you her information, and you can hit me up in the inbox. You can hit me up to contact her as far as getting your hair braided. And then also shout out to my friend Janice at Sister Do Fine Grooming. I think that's if I said it right. Janice, if I said it wrong, I'm sorry. But she has been taking care of my clients for me since I've been down. I appreciate you, girl. You are the best. I really do appreciate you. And she also has a young lady that I know there, Nia. She does braids as well. So if you ever want your hair braided or just done, I have a couple of people. If I can't get to you, I can definitely refer you to. So again, that would be Tyranny Black, and then Miss Janice, and her work coworker, Miss Nia. So I just thank those ladies again. I just wanted to do that before we actually get started. Again, share the videos, share this broadcast. I am excited about this broadcast because, again, like I said, we know and have seen bad haircuts. We have seen bad hairdos. So let's see. I'm gonna share my screen here. I'm waiting for something to pop up because I want y'all to see some bad haircuts and what I'm talking about for those that may have not seen a bad haircut. Me personally, I've had a bad haircut at one time. Let me tell you this story while I'm waiting on this to come up. I was in hair school and I was in Dallas, Texas. That's where I got my cosmetology license. For those that don't know that, I lived out in Dallas for about 5 years. And that's where I started my career as a hairstylist. And that's where I got my license. So I am licensed in three states so far. So I actually got my license out there, and I had my hair was similar to this color, and I had a fro though. I had a pretty nice fro, and I wanted to get it trimmed. Oh my god! Let me just put a tip out there: when you got an afro, go to a barber, a guy to shape it. Not saying that the women couldn't, because there's some women out there that really can shape your hair up. But at this time, because I was in school, it didn't come out right. Y'all know, everybody has that uncle that has that one type of fro that got the part and it's kind of leaning to the side. That's what happened to my hair after I got my hair cut. I was so mad. I was so mad. And the other stylist was like, "Why did you let this young lady do that? Why did you let her cut your hair?" I'm trusting people. We all in school, and thinking, okay, yeah, you're going to school to be an instructor. First of all, you weren't just getting your cosmetology license, you were getting your instructor's license. And my hair, oh my God, that was some funny stuff. I was so not happy about that. But anyway, back to what I was saying about bad hair days, bad haircuts. A lot of people out here are going to the hair stores, hair salons, going to different places getting their hair done, and I have seen my just a number of people having to come and get their hair cut at another salon because the salon they went to messed their hair up, and it was not right, and they was not happy. Do you hear me? And so a bad haircut will leave you not wanting to deal with nobody. You just like, I can't believe this. I don't want nobody doing my hair. I don't want to deal with nobody. I just want to let it go. I don't want I don't want nobody to touch me. And so dealing with a bad haircut can definitely lead to you wanting to cut all your hair off. And so anyway, when you want to get a good haircut, you definitely want to get somebody that knows what they're doing, because like I said, I have seen a lot of bad haircuts in my day, a lot of time having to go back and clean up somebody else's cut. And sometimes, when you think about a haircut, you want it to fit that person's personality. That's the way I like to cut people's hair. I don't like to cut your hair just because you want a certain haircut that may not fit your personality. And I don't know if some, my last broadcast that I did a few weeks ago, maybe about a month or so ago, and I talked about the hair and about the face shape, and I talked about how your shape of your face can help you with knowing what type of haircut or what type of hairstyle to have. Now that's the same with the haircuts. The haircuts, when you put the right haircut on your face, and I tell you, you will have a great cut on your head. And it's very important, like I said, to know your own style, first of all. But second, it is definitely good to know the face shape that you have, and not just go in there and say, I want this haircut, and because it looked good on one person, oh, it looked good on me. No, that's not always true. That is not always the case. And so I really think it's important for us when we go in and do hair, or if you're doing it at home, let's go to the home, because this is hair tips for you to know at home. Now, we all know we had that whole last year in the pandemic, had to be at home, and we all saw the videos. We all saw the videos of people coming in, and they had, oh my goodness, they had some of the worst haircuts. People was tired. There's like, we in this house, we can't do nothing. And they was not feeling it. They was like, you know what? I'm going to cut this hair. And so what happened? We ended up with a lot of people with bad haircuts. And so it was like a disaster had went forward. I don't know. It was just crazy. People were cutting their hair with random objects and random things. And I was just like, what are we doing? Why are we just cutting our hair with scissors that belong in the kitchen and all of that? And so here, I'm going to show you guys some bad haircuts right here on the screen. Oh, all right. So if you can look and see, these are some of the haircuts that I pulled up. I said, you know what? Some of them are like really, you know what? No. But just to get the point across about a bad haircut, you, people know there's just certain things you just don't do. There's just certain things that you just don't do when it comes to a haircut. You want to have a haircut, like I said, that is going to fit you, that is going to be your personality. Now, hey, if these are haircuts of your personality, go for it. But just know, I don't think you can be able to go to work with it. I don't think you're gonna be able to go and do a job with these haircuts here. Look at this here, this one here. That person, they look so upset and so depressed right now. Like, I can't believe they did me like that. And you know what? A lot of times, a lot of people, they go through that. They go to the hair store and they end up with this haircut they desire to have. And you know, you want the asymmetrical cut or that pixie cut. You want for guys, you go get the ball fade or a high top fade or whatever you're going in there into the salon to get. That's what you're going in there to get. But you know, sometimes you go in and you come out with what you didn't want, and it happens. But guess what? It's fixable. It is fixable, people. Hair grows. Like I tell you, hair gonna always grow unless you just got some type of random situation going on in your scalp that causes your hair not to grow. Then you know you might have to go to the doctor for that, get some special treatments or whatever, or even just get like we do. We do weaves, we do all that, we do wigs. But at the same time, guess what? You still got to have a cut depending on what you're getting done. If you're getting certain quick weaves put in, some quick weaves you can just put them in and go. But other quick weaves, you might have to sit down and get it cut up. So you got to have it, you know, shaped right and everything according to your face and your style. So like I said, these are just some random pictures I picked. I don't know none of these people. These are pictures I picked off the internet, but just to show that bad haircuts do happen. And at home, when you're cutting your hair, you need to know, like I said, go back to knowing your face shape. Go back to knowing what fits you, what is going to make you look best. And matter of fact, since we're speaking of the face shape, when I did the broadcast, a few of y'all wanted to know. Let me see here if I can find it. Mm-hmm. Here we go. The face shapes. Here are the face shapes that I was talking about when I said know your face shape. So when it comes to cutting hair, it is best to know this. It is best to know if you have a triangle face, an oval face, a square face, a heart face, or if you have a, what is that? A diamond face. I can't see that. It says a round face, a triangle face, and a elongate face. So it's very important that you know these things when you go get your haircut, because I'm telling you, a bad haircut will come out if you try to get something that is for somebody that has a elongate face and you have a diamond shaped face. It's not going to look the same. You're not going to have the same haircut. That is not going to be possible because y'all have two different shaped faces, right? So if you're at home and you are practicing in the mirror how to cut your hair and you're practicing on, you know, different styles for yourself, like I said, know your face shape, know what fits your face, and that you can walk out knowing, oh, I did a good cut on myself. And then also you can get shears at Sally's, you can go to Walmart, you can go to different stores and get the right tools to cut hair. Don't cut hair with kitchen scissors, craft scissors. I mean, it can be done. Don't get me wrong. I didn't done it before, but I am a professional. So I know the angles and what to cut and how to cut the hair with these scissors. But at the same time, those scissors are not made for cutting hair. So you really want to have the right cutting scissors. You can go, like I said, to Sally's, you get the shears, and we don't even call them scissors. We call them shears. So when you're at home, like I said, these are hair tips of the day for you to be able to take care of your hair in between the salon in your home visit, your salon visit, and at home. So when you go to the salon, you can, guess what? You can have a haircut already cut, and you just going to get it styled. You're just going to get what you know want done. You don't even have to pay for the haircut because you already know how to. You hadn't already done it. But when you got a bad haircut, you're gonna have to have somebody clean it up. And when I tell you, blending a haircut is so important. When you talking about getting layers, you can get choppy layers, but it still need to be blended. It still must have a flow, a synchronized flow going with it. If you don't have a flow with your haircut, trust and believe me, people are behind you and they looking at your hair and they're like, man, they messed their hair up. Man, that's a bad haircut. I promise you, if you don't, if you like having a pride in your hair and you want it to look good, you want to have a good cut. I love asymmetrical bobs, making sure that point is going down right, is angled right. So when you turn, it has that angle. When you turn this way, it has the angle. And you can have them long, you have them short. And then you put those layers in there. You can have long layers, you can have short layers put in your hair. But you know what? The thing is, when it comes to those long layers, people, listen to me. When someone's cutting your hair and they're putting long layers in your hair, make sure they are not, I don't like how can I say? I don't like really the razor cut, because the razor cut sometimes with long layers is taking too much of the hair out. And then your hair is kind of looking thin down here. That's because all of that razor is just taking the hair. I had a young lady went through that experience. Man, had beautiful hair, long, thick, full hair, and she ended up getting her hair cut. She had some hair added in, but then she got some of the hair cut out too, for layers, and they used a razor. And what happened was, man, the hair was all damaged. It was all chopped up. Young lady was hurt. I mean, she was crushed. And because that razor, when you're using a razor versus using the shears, that razor it could take a lot of hair out if you're not careful with a razor. A razor will chop your hair in so many, and before you look up and you got a bad haircut. That's all I can say. You got a bad haircut. And so you got to be careful when you're getting those layers put in and people are using those razor blades. I mean, you got to be skillful in what you do, especially as a hairstylist. If you don't know someone professionally that can do it, I would prefer you not do it yourself, because you're going to end up doing something damaging to your hair. And then you're going to have to get a professional to clean it up. So if you're doing this at home, there's so many tutorials out there too. YouTube is YouTube University. You can learn so much on YouTube when it comes to cutting hair and whatever, especially cutting your own hair. Like when I wear my short hair, I've been cutting my own hair for years, but it's a talent, it's a gift, it's something that I've been able to do for years. I could get in the mirror, turn backwards, whatever. I could fade myself out. I could do all of those things, but everybody can't do that. So if that's something you desire to do on your own self, there's so many videos now that people are popping up with and doing, at home videos for people to know how to do these things. But when you got a bad haircut, it really does affect your day. I'm telling you, I done had bad haircuts myself, sitting in people's chair, letting people trim my ends. Trimming the ends is one of the big ones. That is a big one in the hair salon. People don't like for folks to trim their hair because they done had bad experiences. They went in there and they asked for an inch or two to be cut off, and they come out with 5 or 6 inches off. And I am not that type of stylist. If you tell me you just want me to cut your ends, I am only cutting your ends. Because guess what? I'm only getting paid to be cutting your ends. I'm not getting paid to give you a haircut. It's a difference. So I just think that is so important. Again, I showed you guys this about your face shape. Just really knowing what your face shape is when it comes to your haircuts, when it comes to knowing what's best for you when it comes to your haircut, so that you will not have a bad haircut day, because it does happen. I didn't seen it. I have witnessed it. and people are not too happy with getting bad haircuts. So I just, even with kids, oh my God, you know what? Children, their hair grows so fast. I understand it can grow fast. It grows fast, and if they get a bad haircut, it's gonna grow back quicker than ours sometimes because children's hair grows faster. Their nails, all that stuff grows faster. But when cutting little people's hair, sometimes you may have to have them sit up higher because they're shorter or whatever, or you may have to have them sit in someone's lap or something like that. But I always try to have something for them to sit up on so I could be able to cut their hair just like if they were a bigger person, because it helps you as the stylist or the barber when you cutting the hair. But if you're doing this at home, same thing. Put them up on something high so you'll be almost leveled out with them, so that when you're cutting their hair, you're not going down into the head like this, but they're right up by you doing this. You're up in front of them and they're in front of you when you're cutting their hair. So I mean, that's just a tip, as a hairstylist, to give you, that when you want to cut your child's hair and you can't take them to the barber or your daughter to the hair salon to get it cut, that you prop them up in a chair that is leveled to where you're able to do it right in front of you. You know what I'm saying? Right there, and not going down like that. So then you won't end up with a bad haircut on your child. But again, there are some great stylists out here in Tulsa that I have met that is excellent hair stylists, excellent barbers. And like I said, at this time, I am not doing anybody's hair. But if you have any questions, if you have any thing you want me to talk about on the broadcast for next week, you can always reach out to me at 409-0401. Let me say that again. 918-409-0401. Or you can reach me at my email address, shaylines.designs.org, or you can inbox me on Messenger and ask a question concerning your hair, concerning how to get the right cut for you, the shape of your face. Again, like I said, the right shape, the right cut, you just look amazing. But when you get the wrong cut with the wrong shape of your face, you're going to end up getting it cut again. So if you have any questions, like I said, you can reach out to me. There is the number down there in the bottom, along with my email address. I'm actually going to add in there my messenger tag too, so that those that are not my friends, if you want to be able to message me, you can message me and give me a question about your hair. Again, shout out to Tyranny for my hair, because I love it. I have gotten a lot of compliments on this hair. Again, I thank you for that. And Janice, I love you, girl. You know I do. I thank you for taking on my clients while I am down. I appreciate it. I really do. And they appreciate it too, because they can still get their hair done. So that's some awesome stuff. All right. So it is time for us to get off the broadcast. It is time to exit. I appreciate you all. I appreciate your time. Until next week, we will end this broadcast. Have a blessed day. Talk to you guys later. Guys, I'm back on here because it did not let me end my show. I guess it wasn't time to end. Yeah, so I guess I wasn't supposed to end yet because it would not let me in. But anyway, again, if y'all need to contact me, contact me. Information on the bottom of the screen. And until next week, I love it. Technology. Maybe we'll do a technology show. Oh my goodness. Maybe we'll just do a technology show next week and talk about how technology will mess up on you while you're live. I love it. All right. So we are getting ready to end. All right, guys, have a great week and I'll see you next